right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
unboxing video number 49.
All right.
This one is going to be a bit of a shorter one.
A bit of a shorter one.
Some packages. Looks like books.
But thank you all so much for sending in your stuff.
Indeed.
This is really cool. We do appreciate it all. If there's anything that's non-consumable, send it to us. P.O. Box is in the description. If it is consumable, we'll have to throw it out. Sorry, it's just for our own purposes and rules and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit of an update in terms of how these videos are released as well. We're going to establish basically like a bag of sorts, and basically once the bag is full, then we'll do an unboxing video.
That's right.
And do all the stuff there, so that we basically won't, just do one video for, like a single letter, basically.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It's just to save us time a little bit, but also because it's like a celebration time of all the stuff and things like that, and we really appreciate you guys doing this. So first things first, letter opener me. Oh, thank you. Yes.
Let's get that satisfying sound of paper.
That crunch.
Evenly just tearing.
Perfect. Thank you very much for that. Let's see here. Got a nice letter. Semblance of Sanity. Okay. From Kaiden. Hello. Okay, hey SOS, recent viewer writing here. I recently started watching you guys around when you started. I recently started watching you guys around when you guys watched JoJo's Part 5.
Nice.
And I enjoyed it a lot. Since then, I've watched your old reactions, some including Vinland Saga, Run with the Wind, Noragami, Assassination Classroom, MHA, and Attack on Titan. Ooh.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, very good stuff. Recently, I really enjoyed you guys' Demon Slayer, JoJo's Part 6, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, and To Your Eternity, to name a few. Nice, thank you. What I'm saying is that I enjoy watching your guys' content. So smart with the predictions. It's nice coming home and watching the most recent episode. But regarding some of the anime I've mentioned, are you guys excited for the new seasons of Vinland Saga and Demon Slayer? I never would have thought that we would be getting I never would have thought we would be getting Vinland Saga so soon. Yeah, I am extremely excited for Vinland Saga.
Yes,
I would be lying to say I'm excited for Demon Slayer at the same level as Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
But I am still also excited for Demon Slayer because it's basically unlimited budget works.
Exactly. So what's not
Ufotable just going off.
Vinland Saga was one of those ones where I had so much fun with it that I felt like it was one of those ones that would be perfect for the it's so sad, but it never got a second season,
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that it ended up happening.
Yeah, same.
Or that it is going to happen.
And Demon Slayer, as of writing this, Season 2 is finished, I think. It looks amazing. Think of Episode 19, but for the whole season. At least the second half, anyways. Okay, yeah. Wrapping this up, I have a few questions and some recommendations. First question, are you guys planning on watching Chainsaw Man when it's out? I guess, putting it simply, it's like Jujutsu Kaisen and Dorohedoro, and the main character uses chainsaws. No way. Chainsaw Man?
Never would have guessed.
But, yeah, eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
Not necessarily right when it comes out, but I mean, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we wait for generally the kind of reception to come out and see how people take it before we do reactions for seasonal stuff.
Yep.
On to the recommendations. I recommend The Rising of the Shield Hero. It's similar to Reincarnated as a Slime and Overlord. A short summary is that it's an isekai following Naofumi Uetani, who is summoned to another world to become one of 4 heroes, namely the Shield Hero. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because you are giving us a plot summary. I appreciate that you're wanting to shield the thing here.
But we want to go in without knowing anything other than apparently it's about a shield hero and there might be some rising.
Right, exactly. Yeah. The next one I would like to recommend is Goblin Slayer. Don't let the name fool you. It's not like Demon Slayer. This anime is a darker one, doesn't try hiding the strong themes and graphic imagery, with the first episode coming to mind. Yeah, we've heard about the first episode specifically.
We may very much enjoy the Goblin Slayer abridged.
The abridged series for it is really good, yeah.
Fantastic.
I think the first episode is a great first episode because it sets the stakes from the very beginning, puts the fear in monsters again. True, I think there's a lot of anime that trivialize the idea of our main characters having to deal with monsters in any kind of fantasy setting, and then it's like, oh, no, this is what happens if you're not prepared, basically.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool. A side note, the first episode contains graphic content related to women. Yes, we know
we
know what happens, yeah. The main bads in this anime are goblins. The goblins aren't just some early game monster, there's something to be feared, but that's where the main character comes in. His name is Goblin Slayer. He dedicated his whole life to killing goblins.
Filthy goblins.
Goblins. This anime also shares similarities with Berserk. Probably. I get what you're coming from there, but
right, it's the Berserk, but the everyman Berserk, where it's the low level monsters that no one really wants to deal with, but are still very dangerous.
Both main character are ruthless to whoever they're fighting, always going up against a stronger foe and cutting them down with their swords. A lot of my friends describe this anime as a D&D party and a love letter to D&D. I don't know anything about D&D, so you'll just have to take their word. Yes, I have heard of this as well, that in some level, the actual show played, or the source material primarily, played a little bit of a marketing trick on everybody with the opening being something that would grip everybody's attention and then told the story they actually wanted to tell, which was a little D&D adventure party.
Well, and I know that there are people who have literally figured out, like, what level Goblin Slayer is, what classes he's multi-classed into, how much he's done it, all that stuff.
Yeah. The last anime I would recommend is Fire Force. Oh, okay. Actually, weirdly enough, I have a friend that recommended Fire Force to me, and it was this thing of where they were like, okay, so, like, this might not be a show for you, Caleb, but this part here, like, this part is something that they do really well. And I was like, oh, okay, interesting. I don't know whether or not this is a show that we would actually be into based on where the reception has gone recently, but let's get into this here. An anime made by David Productions, so you already know it's going to be good. Short summary, Tokyo is burning, and citizens are mysteriously suffering from spontaneous human combustion throughout the city. Okay. I'm going to, again, sorry, I'm going to skip this, but I appreciate you giving this bit here. Amazing fire visuals, the fights are fast, really gets your blood pumping. I feel like you guys will like this fighting style. Okay, cool. With that, thank you for reading this, and I look forward to the next episode. Also, Caleb, good luck with your gaming streams. Kaiden. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, sorry I had to skip a bunch of your letter. Sometimes people giving away premises for a story where it's like, but it's just episode 1 spoilers. Right. Well, it sometimes is a thing where we end up getting influenced as to not wanting to check out a thing because we basically got the premise and we're like, then we're not actually interested in that.
Or even if the premise is something that we might like, because we are told the premise rather than getting to experience the premise, it can take it down a notch in our enjoyment of it.
Right, exactly. Because a lot of times people have preconceived notions about, like, what a thing is based on comparing it to something, and then we're like, which part of that are you comparing it to,
like,
for instance?
For instance, Erased is a show that I would recommend pretty strongly.
Yes.
But I would not want to tell anyone about it because even stuff that happens in the first episode is kind of a spoiler, but it's setting up the premise of the show,
Oh my god, this is great. All right, Caleb, read this first. Don't worry, these are short. Jacob, read this second. Don't worry, these are short. And then this is the letter, and I'm guessing you will read that. Okay, so I will read this part first. Greetings, Caleb. A lot has happened since my last letter. Including several drafts of this letter throughout the months. Here's the most up-to-date correspondence I can now send you. First and foremost, I am so glad you loved Vivi. Vivi was amazing.
So good.
When I recommended it, I had hoped you would be able to watch it on your own or react to it sometime in the future. I did not expect it to win right out of the gate. I am also glad you were enjoying Jobless Reincarnation. Yes. At the time of this letter, you have reached the event, but do not know any details of what happened. Some of your best moments are when you get so close to the truth in your predictions, but then dismiss them and branch out into other potential futures. Sometimes I want to grab you by the shoulders, turn you back around to your near perfect prediction and say, follow that path. Yes. I did finally get my copy of Elden Ring. Ooh. It's hard to keep up with your streams, but now that I've made it a good way through the game, I'm catching up with your VODs. Oh, and I can speak from personal experience. That back entrance to the Stormvale Castle that takes you to the boss room, the final door between the throne and the boss is locked if you haven't made it all the way through the castle. I found it while exploring before I went in, so no, you can't use it to skip the castle. Damn it. On my replay of Elden Ring, I was like thinking, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to run up, kill Godric, like, immediately. Like, Godric is probably one of the best, like, bosses in Elden Ring, just by far.
It's so much fun.
So much fun, but also, like, surprisingly easy. Like,
once you know what
easy.
It's...
Right.
On some of my other playthroughs, it would be like a first try type thing if I was, as long as I kept my head in the game,
yeah. Reverse anime recommendation time. Caleb, I loved Run with the Wind. It was my first sports-themed anime. I want you to sell me on Haikyuu. I'm already interested, but I would like you to briefly explain why you like it and why it's worth watching. Well, because you said I loved Run with the Wind. Oh, wait, hold on. You signed off here. Thank you again for your energy and enthusiasm, Elder Zikutar. Yeah, thank you, Elder Zikutar.
Thank you.
The reason why you should watch Haikyuu is because it has the exact same vibes and character kind of archetypes, I would say, in a lot of ways that Run with the Wind has, but it has that high school chaotic energy, and then you have teams with their own versions of this. So Ensemble cast the Run with the Wind cast it up, and then basically get, for the purpose of efficiency, because I think this is something that you'd probably also care about, is that for the other teams, you're not going to go deep on all the characters. You're going to kind of use between 2 to 4, maybe 2 to 3 characters of each of the other teams to be your, like, deep dive bit there. And these characters are fucking hilarious and awesome. So, that's it. That's all I think I need to say.
The only thing
have fun.
The only thing that I would add to that is that I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the person who made Run with the Wind started out writing Haikyuu fan fiction.
Are you comparing Givens?
No. I think
that's
Given
what Given did.
I think Given also is very much doing that in like the character designs and stuff like it. But I feel like I remember hearing somewhere.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
I cannot. So I might be wrong about this, but basically,
yeah.
If you like Run with the Wind,
my show was enough. But yeah, sure, you can say whatever you want. That's fine.
Yeah, Haikyuu is fantastic.
It is. Yeah. All right, so Jacob.
Okay.
Your part. Read the second.
Greetings, Jacob. Have you had a chance to look through the Slayers and Lotus War discs another fan sent you? I'd love to hear what you thought. If you have, no rush, just curious. I've watched a few episodes of Lotus War.
Okay.
The idea of an anime made off of a D&D stream, or not stream, but campaign, just sounded great. It's still in like the living room by the TV, and it was funny because a particular guest saw it and was like, "Oh, this is so cool! Wait, you have this?"
Like, Jacob, you are cultured.
Right, exactly. It's like I might be into anime. Depending on when you get this letter, not Slayers yet though. Depending on when you get this letter, hopefully for your March 2022 unboxing, you are very near to the episode depicted in the Yu Yu Hakusho production cell I sent you. I hope you can spot it. Has it been almost a year already? Wow. So I think we would have passed it by this time because
we would have. Yeah.
It's the April one, but yeah, we'll have to go back and check that out. Jacob, have you or Caleb seen Dragon Pilot Hisone to Masotan? It's a fairly recent anime that I quite enjoyed. I found it similar to A Place Within the Universe in that its characters decide to take a chance regarding their futures and then need to hang on for the ride of their lives. Leave it to anime to make a fighter jet look cute. So, on the one hand...
You said A Place for the Universe.
And then you said a fighter jet looks cute. And I'm like...
my brain hurts. Okay.
I'm not going to judge it. But at the same time...
You're judging it?
I don't know how to reconcile those two things.
All right.
You finished season 2 of Kobayashi a little while ago.
Yes.
I am so glad KyoAni is back with a vengeance.
Oh, me too.
Me too. There are so many hints and setups for the future manga stories in season 2 that I'm really hopeful for a 3rd season. That would be wonderful.
It's going to happen in like 8 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of back with a vengeance, how are you two liking Zombieland Saga 2?
My man!
It's so good!
Yes!
It's so good!
Yes!
Like, Zombieland Saga Season 1 was fun, right? It was fun, it was different, it was cool, right?
Yeah.
Season 2, it's just like...
Oh, the piece de resistance.
Yeah, it's like, it's everything that Season 1 had that was great, just more and better.
Let me give you, like, my, like, reaction image I use for basically, like, all my Zombieland Saga Season 2 stuff. Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm waiting for! Woo! Yeah, that's basically Zombieland Saga Season 2.
Yeah. Season 1 was an unexpected hit for me, and Season 2 just raised the bar. This time they take the take with both the main and side characters is so well spent. The time they take, yes. Yes, it is. Yeah. The one in particular arc, that was 2 episodes, I was very surprised by. I don't want to take up too much of your time, as I'm sure you have many more letters to get to, but be on the lookout for a couple packages in the near future.
Oh.
It might be these.
Yeah.
They were going to be for the holiday unboxing, but shipping and weather prevented them from arriving until January.
That's okay.
At that point, I figured they'd make good birthday gifts.
Aww.
Thank you again for your insight and empathy, Elder Zukatar. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's cool. You said it. You signed off uniquely to Jacob and I. That's really sweet. Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Okay, so there's another one in here. Hello, wait. So I'm going to read what's on the front here.
On the front, yeah.
My sister added this letter for you. Please read after the others in this envelope. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, Caleb and Jacob. There is so much that I want to tell you, but I don't want this to be too long. I'll start with a brief personal anime history. It took some time for me to get into anime. I'm talking years. Believe me, my brother, who you might know as Elder Zikatar, tried. We would start a series but never finish it. I'm very particular about the types of shows I watch. I also can't watch any that use moving patterns in the animation, i.e. Gankatsuo Count Monte Cristo. It tends to give me vertigo. Over the past few years, however, I've been excited to watch many different anime shows with him. He also got me into watching your channel.
Oh.
Okay. Now I usually find reaction channels to be annoying and anxiety-inducing, so at first I refused. I found that it comes from not being able to watch the show completely, and I can usually tell those who aren't genuine. We came up with a solution. We would watch an episode in its entirety first, then watch your reaction, followed of course by your discussion.
Based.
Yes.
Absolutely based.
It has gotten to the point where I can't wait to see how you react to what we've watched and hear everything that both of you have to say about it. Thank you.
This is so cute.
Now, thanks to my brother and the two of you, I have watched Orin High, Demon Slayer, Assassination Classroom, and currently Fruits Basket. Demon Slayer is one that I watched with my brother before knowing of your channel, and Orin High I had watched previously and rewatched it to follow it along with your discussion reactions.
Gotcha.
I wanted to write to you to thank you for your incredible content, helping me to start liking reaction channels, and for your genuine reactions, as well as discussions that make your audience feel involved as if watching and discussing right along with you. My heart.
Shucks.
It gives me more time to hang out with my brother. Due to some recent not-so-good family situations, watching not only anime but also a channel that lets us discuss these shows has helped us escape reality for a little while each day. To hear your opinions and thoughts and how similar they are to ours makes us feel like we aren't alone. It has brought light into an otherwise dark world, and I have since changed my life from not caring about anything to fixing my finances and quitting smoking. My brothers and I have also changed to a healthier lifestyle since we don't want to reach the point where we can't bounce back. We are each other's support system, which is very much needed in the time of a pandemic. I can imagine. With Fruits Basket being the most current, I wanted to mention some thoughts I had on the show.
Go for it, yeah.
First, I will say that I relate very much to Kisa. A show like this really hits home. I like shows that make people think, and I really appreciate how you unabashedly show your emotions during certain scenes. Depending on what happens between the most recent episode, Season 2, Episode 10,
Gotcha.
and when you read this, I will be vague. This show brings to light how one person can affect so many in different ways. It shows a perspective of gaslighting in a supernatural sense, which I think can really help us see it in the present reality. Not only that, but it also shows how important it is to care for people unconditionally. This family of Zodiacs, who it also shows, who all have one entity that has a hold over them, also have the positivity, love, and care of one person who I believe has the power to break them free from this hold. Toru, who has all the reasons to be negative and yet is nothing but positive, puts all others above herself. Even Akito, who I cannot stand, could be changed for the better by her. Well said.
Yeah.
Like Fruits Basket, Demon Slayer is another story that makes us feel for the villains. We don't want to and internally fight to admit it, but we realize that they were at one time human. People who were dealt so many bad hands it formed them into the worst versions of themselves. They were thrown into situations where others did nothing but treat them so horribly about things completely out of their control. Very similar to the world we live in, and how instead of helping those who need it, we make them feel that they aren't worthy and should be treated like criminals. We turn them into villains and then complain about them. Both of these shows reflect a very important message about the bond of family, either by blood or by design.
Well written.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yes. So thank you for adding another layer to my newfound avenue of entertainment, while also providing a thought-provoking outlet. Your new subscriber and anime enthusiast, Monica.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
That was a very sweet letter.
God, that was wholesome as fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. So
All right.
these might be from you then. So this one is Jacob's.
All right, cool.
I think these might both be for you. They're probably birthday gifts then.
Oh, thank you.
They also look like they're from the same person here, so I'm gonna
see.
Pop these open.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a title. The Burning God.
Yeah, these are the same series. Okay.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, we have
these are
Poppy
big
War
books too. Oh, I've heard of the Poppy War. Or wait, no, that's.
And the Dragon Republic.
All right.
Okay, so which one is first? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is this fantasy review of 2018. Let's see when they were published. We're back 2018 for the Poppy War. Dragon Republic.
2020 for this one.
Yeah, Dragon Republic I think is the final one then, or the third one because it's the biggest too. Classic.
Wow.
Big map in the beginning.
Oh, wait.
No, that's a good thing.
The top
This
of
one's
the
2019. Okay, gotcha. So that might be the third one.
Yeah.
So
right, because the back of that one said "betrayed and left
bam.
for dead" at the top, and I was like, I think that might be in the middle of the story.
All right. Parallels with modern Chinese history resonate deeply and darkly in this blood-soaked epic of orphans and empresses, gods, and shamans by R.F. Kwan.
Okay.
All right. When Rin aced the Keiju, the test to find the most talented students in the Nikara Empire, it was a shock to everyone. That she got into Seingard, the most elite military school in Nikon, was even more surprising. But surprises aren't always good. Because being a dark-skinned peasant girl from the south is not an easy thing in Seingard. Fighting the prejudice of rival classmates, Rin discovers that she possesses a lethal, unearthly power, an aptitude for the nearly mythical art of shamanism. Exploring her gift with the help of a seemingly insane teacher, Rin learns that gods long thought dead are very much alive, and that mastering these powers could mean more than just surviving school. For while the Empire is at peace, the Federation of Mugen still lurks across the narrow sea. The Federation occupied Nikon for decades after the First Poppy War, and only barely lost the continent in the Second. And when most people calmly go about their lives, a few are aware that a third Poppy War is just a spark away.
That sounds very cool, but I gotta say, the art on this is just...
It's really cool.
It's just fantastic. Like, I don't think I've seen, like, character art that's that, like, stylistic.
Yeah, look at this.
On a book cover before.
Yeah,
like,
utilizing
isn't that awesome?
just basically like
black and
effectively
white,
like a black and white splash of color, and it's definitely digital,
right.
parts, but it's definitely a thing where the effect of the darker black parts make it look like it's hand done.
Yeah, like, and even on this one, like getting an actual like dynamic action scene on a book cover, that like never happens.
Yeah.
Like it just.
Like,
I mean, I certainly haven't really seen it.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, all right, Jacob, you've got another another fantasy trilogy to
add to the shelf.
Jump right into there.
Yep.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for the sweet letters. They were awesome.
Yeah, that was really wonderful.
Yeah.
But yeah, heads up, y'all. We'll be doing these as basically we desire at this point, just making sure that we're not letting anything sit too long, but then also that we're doing things with the cadence so that we can have a good,
good amount of stuff for a video.
Yeah, for everyone there. But thank you very much for checking us out. Remember, link in the description or info in the description for the P.O. Box. If you see differing info on an older unboxing video, don't use that one.
All the ones on the unboxing videos are current. If you go back to like some of our videos from like
there might be some descriptions that aren't even it's probably not in the unboxing video. It's probably in some other video or something like that.
Yeah.
Just make sure to use these. Very much appreciate it. And again, no consumables. Otherwise they will be thrown away.
Yes.
But yeah, take care, and we'll see you all in the next one. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.